Good morning. My name is Joe Colletti, and I am the CEO of the Hub for Urban Initiatives, which is a nonprofit organization that responds to the economic, housing, social, and spiritual needs of neighborhoods, cities, and counties from local community, regional, national, international, and faith-based perspectives. Urban initiatives consist of several community development, economic development, faith-based, and social justice initiatives that promote research, direct resources, and shape policy. I am also the progenitor of the Society of Urban Monks, which is an active worldwide community of men and women who are involved in encountering, engaging, and ending social issues and injustices in the communities, cities, regions, and countries in which they live, work, worship, recreate, socialize, and or serve. I have taught as an adjunct professor of urban studies at Fuller Theological Seminary in Pasadena, California, and co-founder of the seminary's Center for Urban Initiatives. I am passionate about integrating spiritual principles into solutions to help solve seemingly intractable social struggles. Spiritual principles can help guide us while helping influence, implement, infer, and innovate solutions to solve social struggles while publicly engaging with others to right a social wrong. Spiritual principles include faith, hope, and love. Humility, honor, integrity, forgiveness, and grace are other spiritual principles. I am also passionate about integrating spiritual practices that also fuel a desire to help solve seemingly intractable social issues and injustices. My spiritual practices include those that I have termed discipline spiritual practices that include divine offices of prayer, a daily examen, and Lectio Divina. My spiritual practices also include those that I have termed convictional spiritual practices that include what I refer to as incarnational solidarity, the wounded healer, and spiritual and material poverty. My spiritual practices also include those that I have termed impassioned spiritual practices that include praying the Psalms, a restless night's sleep, and groaning. I have spent the last 25 years of my life evolving into what I call an urban monk, who is someone who is an agent of change and healing in the communities and cities in which he or she lives, works, worships, recreates, socializes, and or serves. Someone who not only wants to encounter and engage a social wrong, but help right the social wrong. I have also spent the last 25 years of my life shaping an integrated rule of life, which is filled with personally chosen, biblically rooted spiritual principles and practices that have been integrated into efforts to help achieve solutions for personally chosen social struggles. The impact of my integrated rule of life transformed the way I have helped and am helping implement solutions to social problems with others. I felt like my actions were stemming from a sense of sacredness. My activities and actions began to feel like I was fulfilling a vow. Internally, I felt the communities that I was making were solemnly marked by my evolving integrated rule of life. This course is designed to encourage participants to craft a rule of life that integrates personally chosen spiritual principles and practices into personally chosen social struggles to help solve social issues, ills, and injustices while publicly engage with others. Participants with an existing rule of life will be encouraged to integrate their spiritual principles and practices into public activities and actions to help advance solutions for solving social struggles. Everyone will be encouraged to discover and rediscover spiritual principles and practices to strengthen your ability and the ability of others to right social wrongs.